Hey there, YouTube. Welcome back to Zach Maglin Collectibles. As you can see, we have a new basketball product to rip and review. For the very first time on and off this camera, we're going to be going kaboom hunting in 2024-2025 Panini Revolution. All right, this is a retail exclusive where we're looking for the ultra rare kaboom horizontals. All right, so this is our chance, and probably only chance, to be honest with you, to chase the kabooms, all right? Thus far, we have not hit a football kaboom, and we definitely have not hit a basketball kaboom. So we are looking for the various levels of parallels that they have here in Revolution. They have the Astros and other parallels. Sometimes they're hard to even distinguish, but we're going to try and do that. And here are some odds of some of those different parallels that we're going to try and figure out as we go along. All right, so I picked this up at my local Walmart. All right, I picked this up for, what is it, about $28. I think it's like 27 and change, essentially $28 each. So we've got two of them. That means it's about $56 in cost. All right. So, but before we get to our rip today, we want to remind you that we're coming down the home stretch, and we have our giveaway, and we're giving away the following products: NBA Prism Value Pack, Top Series 1 Value Pack, Panini Revolution tin, as well as Totally Certified Blaster Box. All right, so in order to qualify for our giveaway, you have to be, first and foremost, subscribe to the channel. If you have not done so, kindly smash that subscribe button, hit the notification button so you'll be notified of our newest or latest drops, as well as like the video, comment on the video, and share it with others. The more videos you do that for in the month of June, you will have multiple entries into our giveaways. All right. The past few giveaways, I believe, like new subscribers, they're only being on the channel for like 2 weeks or so, have even won, okay? So your odds, doesn't matter if you've been there since the beginning or you're just a newbie to our channel. I want to thank all of our subscribers, but it doesn't matter in terms of your odds. What does increase your odds, like I said, is to continue to register by commenting, liking, and sharing each video. All right. So you can see we got these from Walmart. Once again, poor quality control. They are loose. These packs are thin. They have even a sort of almost a faded kind of look to them, and very thin, kind of flimsy feeling, okay? So this Revolution, hopefully we're going to get a kaboom, okay? It's sort of, to be honest, it's kaboom or bust, okay? Unless we can hit a nice little valued parallel. That's essentially why we're ripping this product, so we're giving it a shot. All right, so let's get to ripping. All right, pack number one, this kaboom product. The designs I'm not very fond of, even though you can see we have a Panini Tin Revolution right over there that we're giving away, okay? But this is the most updated, if I'm not mistaken. There's Cason Wallace. He was balling out during the finals. Keyshawn George, rookie. Tyrese Maxey, stargazing. And Porzingis. Okay. All right, on to pack number two. So that's the thing about these. Sometimes we can't even catch what the parallels are, because they have so many different parallels here. So if you catch something that I don't catch, which I may catch after I check and do comps potentially, then let me know in the comments. All right, so we have a hardwood legacy of Dwayne Wade. We have Jason Tatum. Unfortunately for him, he's probably going to be out quite a bit, if not the entire year. Well, I think he'll be back. Well, probably, if he wants to be back in shape, probably sit out the entire year. All right, here we go. On to the next one. Pack number three. Jalen Brunson, who did well in the playoffs. James Harden. Jalen Wells, one of the nice little rookies there. And DeJounte Murray, so who was pretty much out, right, most of the year. Okay, so on to the next. Kaboom or bust, guys. Let's wish it into existence. Okay, here we go. Ooh, okay. DeMar DeRozan. We have a Bub Carrington on the rookie. Kobe White. This one looks a little bit different. It's an Astro, okay? So it looked a little different. I had no idea. The cool thing is that they do mention it right there in the back of the card that it is sort of a parallel. Fortunately, it is of Kobe White. So if you do like a quick little check in the back, you know, just like when you know that you've got a, for those not aware, with Panini products, a lot of the time, especially like Prism, you know that you've got some form of parallel, if not even a chrome, if you see the word Prism written in the back. So in this case, you see Astro, all right? So that is one of the parallels, all right? So that's Jalen Williams is an Astro as well. That's the only way that we can really figure it out, to be honest with you. If it wasn't written, I honestly would not have known that it was a parallel, okay? Here we go. We are going on Jordan Poole and Joel Embiid. This one looks like one. It is an Astro. Very similar to that Kobe White. Ooh, Victor. Our guy Victor. All right. It's going to be Victor year. This is 20. So this is technically 24-25. Okay. So this is technically year 2 Victor. Hoping a speedy recovery. I mean, he is like the, I think he's like a monk now, right? He was doing some martial arts or something, so maybe he's going to put that to use and have, you know, heal himself, I guess. All right, back to recovery. So we have a Victor. It's a base, but, you know, he's our PC, okay? And we have former Laker Anthony Davis, as you can see in the back. Kuzma, Keontae George. I mean, pretty cool looking. Here's a vortex of Stephon Castle, the Rookie of the Year, and Anthony Davis on the Revolution. So not a lot of basketball products to be ripping late as of late. We did pick up, even though we said we wouldn't, we did pick up and couldn't resist on some blaster boxes from Topps Chrome. It's unlicensed. That's why I'm not a big fan of that, but want to give it a check. We'll want to check it out. So we'll give it a shot. Here we go. So we got 2 of the Spurs sort of on display. There's our guy, Cat. All right. And Jalen Johnson. And Paolo Banchero. And there's a base of Joel Embiid. Okay. On to the next one. All right, we have Nick Claxton. We have Zachary Rizache, okay? He was the #1 pick. Didn't really do much this year, okay? I mean, he plays for Atlanta. Since he is the #1 pick, we'll give him a little respect there. Sleeve him up. All right, Zach LaVine. And now I'm looking always at the back of these cards. All right, so we're coming down. No Kaboom, no horizontal Kaboom. I even seen some on images of the green ones too, right? But here we go. Cameron Thomas. Bam. Here is all green right there. This might be something. It is an Astro of Baylor Shearman from the Celtics, okay? He's all covered in green. Lauri Markkanen. All right, down to our final 3 packs. I mean, this is not too bad. Now, this is more of like a $25, $20 product. Got it for $28, but I don't know if at Target if it's much cheaper. So, most likely will not rip again, but you never say never. All right, so this case in Wallace here looks different than the first one we got. And it's an Astro version, okay? And there is the MVP, Shea. All right, down to 2 packs. Still no Kaboom. All right, nothing's going to be here as well. We got Scoot Henderson, year 2. Derek White on the Astro of Derek White. See, I was going to let that go quickly. And then We've got Zion and Jaylen Brown. All right, last pack. Here we go. Tell me what you think. Revolution. Worth buying or something you'd pass up? All right, Jaden Ivey. We have a vortex of, oh, it's this guy again. Tijan Salaoun. Okay. And Jonathan Tijane Salaoun. And there's Jonathan Kaminga. We don't know if he'll be long on the Warriors. There you have it. It's a quick rip and review. Tell me what you think. Not sure if comps are up for this, but there you have it. We did get a victor. Thank you for joining us once again. Stay tuned for more fun rips.